Hi, my name is Tyler Moore, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this website step by step with no steps skipped. And I put revolutionary on it right here because that's what I think it is. I think this website is revolutionary. I'm going to show you how to make this website in WordPress, which means you don't need to learn any code in order to build this website. Now, just because we're building this exact website doesn't mean that you need to make this exact website. You can make the website however you want, but we're going to make this exact one right here. I'm going to show you how to put in this image and this text over the image. I'm going to show you how to put in this headline, these little icons, and links to your different pages. I'm also going to show you how to put in this text and this button, and also this really cool, beautiful video that could maybe be about your company. I'm also going to show you how to put in these different social media icons, and if we click this button, it's going to scroll up and we're going to get to the top of our website where I'm going to show you how to put in this beautiful logo and create it all without having to have Photoshop or anything like that. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create our About Our Company page, which is just some simple text, a link to the contact form, and this beautiful photo collage. I'm also going to show you how to put in this like box, so if you have a business page and friends on Facebook, then you can add them all here. It really gives a lot of social proof. Then I'm going to show you how to make a services page where we add in these really cool icons, again, all without any coding, and I'm going to show you how to make them different colors if you like. Then I'm going to show you how to put in a photo gallery where you can click on it and it pops open into a really nice light box. You can also use your arrows to scroll through the images, and if we click off of it, we can exit out. Then I'm going to show you how to make a contact page with these three different things on the top here: contact, office hours, location, this little divider line, and a contact us form and a map. If we fill out the contact us form, and press send, we can go to our email, and if we click refresh, we'll see that a new email got to us, so that's pretty cool. This website is also responsive, which means that it resizes based on the size of the screen that you're using. This is perfect for phones, tablets, mobile devices, and of course, all computers. So I'm going to show you all of this step by step with no steps skipped. So if you're ready, then I'm ready and we're ready, so let's do it. Now we're going to do an overview of everything that you're going to learn, and maybe the most important question: how much everything is going to cost. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get hosting. Hosting is basically a computer that is on 24 hours a day that you put all of your images and information on so that the world can see it. It's kind of like when you're on Facebook and you upload a picture. When you're uploading it, you're really just taking it from your computer to Facebook's computer, and that way all of your friends and family can see it. And that's what hosting is. It's a computer that's on 24 hours a day that you put your content like text and images on so the entire world can access it. Hosting costs about $10 a month, and this is the most expensive part of a website. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get your domain name. A domain name is like www.yourwebsite.com. Facebook's domain name is www.facebook.com, and Google's domain name is www.google.com. Domain names cost about $13 per year, and you can have as many domain names as you want on your $10 hosting. So you can have your friend's website, you can have your mom's website, a family website, maybe a website for a charity that you belong to, all on the same $10 a month hosting. You just pay extra for the $13 a year domain names. In fact, I have about 50 domain names or 50 different websites, and I still pay the $10 a month hosting, which I think is a pretty good deal. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to install WordPress. WordPress is used by people like CNN, Forbes, GM, eBay, even Jay-Z and Katy Perry. And if you follow this tutorial, your website will be built on WordPress too. WordPress is a content management system, which is just a fancy way of saying it helps you manage your content. So instead of having to know all of this HTML code, you just enter it in your website just like you would in Microsoft Word. And you upload images to your website just like you would on Facebook. Probably one of the best things about WordPress is that it's free. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to install a theme. The theme is basically how the website looks. It's the design of your website. There are many free themes for WordPress and many paid themes for WordPress. You can change around your website theme to change the look of your website. There are hundreds and hundreds of free and paid themes allowing you to make different types of websites. And finally, we're going to finish creating your website by adding in all of your pages, your text, your images. We're going to put in a logo and a navigation, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to make your website the best that it can be. So your entire website that would have cost you thousands from a web developer is going to cost you under $25 to start. That's $10 a month for your hosting and $13 a year for your domain name. I'm also going to show you how to get an additional 35% off by entering in the coupon code 35. This not only saves you money, but it gives me credit, allowing me to make these videos for free. So enough talk, let's begin. The first thing that we need to do is get our hosting and domain name. Luckily, we can do that at the same place, hostgator.com. So let's open our internet browser and let's navigate to www.hostgator.com. That's hostgator.com and press enter. Next, we're going to click on web hosting. After that, we're going to be presented with 3 different options. So if we scroll down, we can see the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. For now, we're going to rule out the business plan because it's just too much for what we need. So your choice will be between the hatchling plan and the baby plan. The difference between the hatchling plan and the baby plan is how many websites you can have on each one. The hatchling plan has a single domain, which is a single website like www.yourwebsite.com, whereas the baby plan has unlimited domains. I personally have the baby plan, but for you, if you only have one website or one business, can start off with the hatchling plan, and you can upgrade at any time. So if you decide you want more, you can just upgrade. But for now, because it's what I have, I'm going to recommend the baby plan. So we can see that there are different options. You can sign up for years at a time, a year at a time, 6 months at a time, or monthly. You can save more by subscribing for longer, but I personally go month to month, so that's what I'm also going to recommend. But of course, you can do any of these. So I'm going to click monthly. And I'm going to click Order Now. Now we're going to register our domain name, which is usually just our business name. So right here we can type in mybusiness.com, and we're going to see that mybusiness.com is unavailable. Now this happens a lot of the time. So what we can do is we can choose from .com, .net, .org, .info, or .biz, or we can get a little more creative with your business name. You can also click I already own this domain if you've purchased your domain name from somewhere like GoDaddy. You click on this and you just check out regularly. But we're going to register a new domain, and I'm going to use simpleIsKey.com. It's going to tell me congratulations, it's available, and it's going to offer me all these .net, .org, .info, or .biz. It says it's highly recommended, but it's not highly recommended by me. I don't think it's necessary, and it increases the price at checkout. After you do that, you're going to make sure you are on the baby or hatchling plan. And you're going to make sure it's on the 1 month or 6 month or 12-month cycle, whatever you chose. You're going to enter in your username and security PIN. Then you're going to enter in your email address and billing information. And you're going to enter in your credit card information or PayPal account if you're from a different country that doesn't allow credit cards. All right, after that, it's going to give us some add-ons, which I'll go over right now. Your domain privacy protection makes it so that people can't look up your information online. I really don't think it's necessary because I trust people. So we're going to uncheck this one. The add a site lock increases security for your website, and we can upgrade that anytime, so we can uncheck that one also. The code guard lets you back up your website automatically, but I don't think we need that either. We can back up our website ourselves. Next, it's going to say coupon code, and I'm going to put in, instead of Snappy, 35. THIRTYFIVE, and click validate. Now we can see that we have saved even more money, and it gave us a 35% discount. It also gives me credit, which helps me make these video tutorials for free. I really do appreciate your support. Once we do that, we can press I have read and agree to the terms and conditions of use, and click create account. Next, we're going to get a thank you page, and that's when you know it's time to check your email. So we're going to hop over into our email address, and the email did take about 5 minutes to get to me, but we're going to see hostgator.com, your account info, and click on that. Now we're presented with all of our account information. We have our username, our password, and our control panel login. So we've actually done a lot. We have gotten our hosting and domain name. So we're just going to write done and done. So the next thing that we need to do is install WordPress. So we're going to do that right now. What we can do now is click on your control panel, and this is where we're going to install WordPress. So just go ahead and click. Then we're going to go over to our email and copy our username and paste it into here, or just type it, and our password. Copy it, paste it in here, and click log in. Once we're logged into our control panel, we can go ahead and close our email. Then let's scroll down until we find software/services, and under that we're going to see quick install. Quick install is the easiest and best way to install WordPress. So go ahead and click quick install. And on the left side here, we're going to find WordPress. Go ahead and click on WordPress and press continue. Now it's asking you what URL or domain name you want WordPress installed on. You probably only have one domain name or website name, but I have many. So I'm going to choose simpleIsKey.com, and that's where WordPress will be installed. We're going to leave this box blank because if we fill in something here, then it's going to install WordPress on ourwebsite.com/something. But we want WordPress installed on our main website, so let's leave that blank. Next, we're going to have enable auto upgrades checked, and we're going to enter in our email address. Next, we're going to enter in our blog title. I'm just going to put my website because we can change that later. Then I'm going to enter in my admin user. I'm going to put Tyler with a capital T. Then I'm going to put my first name and last name. After that, I'm going to click Install Now. After you've installed WordPress on your website, it's going to congratulate us. It's also going to tell us our username and password, which we should print out and keep safe somehow. Then it's going to say your installation is ready. You can access it now by going here with a link to your website. But because we just registered our new website, it's going to take anywhere from 2 hours to 72 hours for your website to start working. However, it usually starts working in about 4 hours. If it doesn't work, then we can, of course, contact HostGator or do their live chat. So I'm going to take a little break right now, and when I come back, we are going to try out the website in about 4 hours. Alright, I'm back from my break. It's been about 4 hours, so I'm going to check my website by clicking on the Here link. And there we have it, a brand new website. Lots of web developers charge lots of money to do just what you did. So this website is not looking that impressive. We can see that we have a sample page right here. And we have a Hello World blog post. And that's pretty much it to this website. So let's see our progress so far. So we've gotten hosting, we've gotten our domain name, and now we've installed WordPress. The next thing we need to do is install our theme, but before we can do that, we have to log in into our back end of our website, also known as our dashboard. So let's do that right now. If we go back to Quick Install, we can see our username and our password. In order to get into the back end of our website or our dashboard, we need to go to ourwebsite.com/wp-admin, ADMIN, and press enter. This is how you log in to your website in order to change things. Now we can go back to Quick Install and copy our username and copy our password. And click Login. And the first thing that I like to do is change my password. So go to Users on the left here and click on your username. Then scroll down where it says New Password, type in your new password. And then it says Repeat New Password, type in it again, and press Update Profile. Alright, once we've done that, we can close this quick install because we have our new password. Next, we may get a little notification up here saying a new WordPress is available, please update now, and if that is the case, then just press please update now. Once we do that, it'll say update now. And just like that, your WordPress will update. Now that we've changed our password and upgraded WordPress, there are just a few more things that we need to do in order to begin creating our website. And one of those things is to disable WP Supercache. So we can go to Settings and to WP Supercache and click on it. Now we want to make sure that the Easy tab is selected, and we want to make sure that caching is off. So just click on it and press Update Status. What WP Supercache does is it makes your WordPress even faster. It makes it load faster. But sometimes when you're making changes, let's say you change some text in the About section, it won't show up in WordPress if caching is on. This doesn't need to make complete sense right now. Just know that if you're trying to update your website and it's not updating, it's probably because caching is on and needs to be turned off. The next thing that we're going to do is disable some plugins. So go ahead and click on Plugins over here to the left. Plugins allow you to add different features to WordPress. For example, by default, WordPress doesn't have a contact form. You can download a plugin and put it on your website that will allow you to put in a contact form or a really cool photo gallery. Unfortunately, sometimes WordPress comes with plugins that you don't really want, and that includes now Jetpack by WordPress, so we can check it off. Mojo Marketplace, which is just trying to sell you themes and different things like that. And WP Supercache. We are deleting WP Supercache because some people have reported that disabling WP Supercache isn't enough, and in order to see our website changes, we need to delete WP Supercache. So we're just going to delete it this time, but we can always re-download it later. So we're going to make sure all of those are checked, and we're going to click this and press deactivate. And click apply. Once we've deactivated, let's check them off again. Jetpack, Mojo, and WP Supercache, and click on it and press delete and press apply. Now we can always re-download these plugins later. Next, click yes, delete these file and data. Now that they're deleted, we have a nice fresh installation of WordPress. And now we can go to our dashboard on the left and begin creating our website. The first thing that we're going to do is install your website theme. Your website theme is your design of your website. So if we look at your website right now, we can see that it looks like the regular WordPress website that is installed automatically. But if we go back to our dashboard and we click on Appearance and Themes and click Add New, we can add new themes to our website. You can choose any of these, and these are all free. We're going to be installing Vantage, which is under Featured Themes. But if it's not under Featured Themes at the time, then you can just search for Vantage. That's Vantage, and press enter. And we can see that the Vantage theme is here, and all you have to do is press install. After we click install, we can then click activate to activate the theme. Once we do that, we can go back to our website and we can see that it looks like this right now with the sample page, and we can click refresh. And now our website looks like this, and it still has a sample page. So it changes the appearance of your website, but it doesn't change the content. As you can see, the sample page is still here. So let's see the progress that we've made so far. We have installed our hosting and domain name, we've installed WordPress, and now we've installed the theme. So the last thing that we need to do is create our website. So let's begin doing that right now. As you can see, there are pages on our website that we don't want, like this sample page right here. So let's delete the sample page and add in some of our own pages. To do that, we simply go to our dashboard and we click on Pages. Then hover over Sample Page and you should see Trash, and just click on Trash. Now if we go back to our sample page and press refresh, It's going to say error, the page can't be found, and it's going to take it out of our navigation. So now we can see that we don't have any pages. So let's go ahead and add some pages. To do that, we click on Pages and click Add New. The first one we're going to call About Our Company. And let's just press Publish. We're going to leave this page blank for now. We're just adding the pages right now. We're not adding in any of the content. So once again, you can press Add New, and you could do it from here or here. So just click on it. And the next page that we're going to make, it's going to be Services. Services, and click Publish. Once we do that, we are going to make a contact page. So just click Add New and type contact and press Publish. And last, we're going to make a photo gallery page. So just click Add New and type in photo gallery and press Publish. So now we have all of these pages, and we can click our website and click refresh, and we can see that they've all showed up right here. If we click on them, we'll see that they are blank and all the same, but we have added them to our website. When editing my website, I usually like to have two tabs open. One for editing my website, or one for the dashboard, and one for viewing the website, or viewing what I've done. To do that, you just click right here and add a new tab, or press Control-T on a PC or Command-T on a Mac to open up a new tab. This black bar indicates that we're logged in. If we ever get logged out, we can go to ourwebsite.com/wp-admin and log back in. Our viewers don't see this black bar up here. They just see the regular website. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to put an image right here on our homepage. So let's go ahead and do that. To do that, we want to go back into our dashboard and click on Appearance, then Theme Settings. After you do that, click on Home. Then we're going to see this theme supports MetaSlider, install it for free. So MetaSlider is a plugin that allows you to have this big slider image right here. So by default, WordPress doesn't come with this, but by installing a plugin, it allows and extends WordPress to be able to do that. So we can just click on Install it right here. Now it's installing our MetaSlider. Now we can click Activate. And now we can see that we have another tab over here that says MetaSlider, and we can just click on it. Then it says create your first slideshow, and go ahead and press the plus button. And then what we can do is we can press Add Slide. Now it's asking us which image from our computer do we want to upload to our image slider right here. But because we have no images right now, let's navigate to a really cool website that allows you to download free high-resolution images. So we can just open up a new tab and go to unsplash.com. That's unsplash.com, and press enter. Once we do that, we can see that there are high resolution images here, and they're all free. So once we find one that we like, we can click on download. And we'll get a page that looks like this. I already have an image that I want to download from Unsplash, and it is this image. So now what we can do is we can just click and hold and drag this to our desktop to save it to our desktop, or we can right click or command click if you're on a Mac and press Save Image As. And we're going to name this Forest and press Save. So now we have an image saved to our desktop. We can close this and close this also. But we want the image to say some really cool text to inspire our users to navigate more and get their attention. So we want the text to say revolutionary right here because we have a revolutionary service, and we want that text to be over the image. A really cool website to make text over images is picmonkey.com. So that's PICMONKEY.com. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to upload our image and put text over it. So we can click on Edit and choose to edit a photo from your computer. It's going to ask us which image do we want to upload to their website, and we're going to say it's the forest.jpg that we just downloaded, and press Open. Now that the image is open, we can see that the image looks smaller, but it's actually still really big because it's only showing at 33% right here. If we increase it to 100%, we can see that it's still too large. So what we need to do is we need to resize this image. Computers measure things in pixels, and we want to resize this to about 1200 pixels instead of the 3,000 or 4,000 pixels it is right now. So to do that, we click on this basic edits icon right here, and we scroll down until we see resize. See, right now it's 2,000 pixels wide by 1,400 pixels tall. It always goes width then height. And you don't need to know how big 2,000 pixels is exactly, but just know that it's a little bit too big. Our slider image is 1,080 pixels. So this right here is 1,080 pixels. And you'll get the hang of it as you do more computer work and edit more photos. So I'm going to resize this to 1,200 pixels, and it's automatically going to change the height also. So width, then height. Then we're going to press Apply. Now that we've done that, we've resized the image. Now we're going to add in some text over it. So to do that, we just click on the text icon, wait for it to load, and then we're going to find the Add Text button, and we're going to click on it. Now what we can do is we can scroll down until we find some text that we really like. I really like the blackjack text, so I'm going to click on that, and it's going to change our text. So now I'm going to type in my text, and I'm going to type in revolutionary. And what I'm going to do is I want to center this text, and a good trick to center this text is to click on it and drag the sides all the way to the edge, and move this over and drag this one all the way to this edge. Now I want to lower it a little bit also, so I'm also going to lower it about there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it. So now it's directly in the center. But now I want to increase the size of the text. So I'm going to increase it to 140 pixels. So that's going to make it a lot bigger. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this text and right click and press duplicate text. And I'm doing that because I want to make this text white and just have a black background border. So what you can do is you can use your arrow keys to get this text nearly right above it, but make it not overlap perfectly, and you'll see why. So now what we can do is we can change the text to white, and we can exit that, and we can see that Revolutionary has a black outline now because we actually have two texts on top of each other. So that's a cool little trick, and it's really easy to read when it's white text with black behind it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually crop the image one more time. So click on the crop basic edits button and press crop. Because this image right here is exactly 1080 wide, pixels wide, by 420 pixels tall, we want our image to be 1080 by 420. So what we can do here, after we click on this and then click on crop, we can put in 1080 here and 420 here. And now we have the exact dimensions of our slider. And we could just move it to the right spot. That looks pretty good. And we can press apply. All right, that looks pretty fantastic. Then we can click save. And we can change the name to Forest Slider. And Pierce is a good quality. So we can click save to my computer. And press save again. And just save it to your desktop. It makes it easier. Once we do that, we can exit out of PicMonkey. Go back to our upload files and select the file that you want to upload. We are going to upload the image that we just saved, forestslider.jpg, and press open. Now we can click add to slider. And it uploads it to our slider. Make sure under settings that it is on flex slider and the width is 1080 because that's how wide our picture is, and the height is 420 because that's how tall our image is. Once we do that, we can press under theme, Vantage. And now we can give our slider a new name. I'm going to call it Home by going up here and just clicking and typing Home. All right, then we can press Save. And after we do that, we can go to Appearance and Theme Settings because we need to set this slider as our homepage slider. So if we click Appearance, Theme Settings, then Home, we'll see that our homepage slider is set to the demo slider, but we want it set to our home slider. So click Home and press Save Settings. Now if we go back to our website and we click Refresh, we are going to see our beautiful Revolutionary slider. As we can see, there are arrows also on the left and on the right, and that is so if we have multiple images, we can slide through them. But we only have one image, and I wanted my website like that because there are studies that show that most people don't actually go to the second and third and fourth image. They really just should be concentrating on one image. So what we're going to do is we're going to take away these arrows and see what that looks like. So to do that, you just go to your dashboard, and we could dismiss this right here. And we go to the meta slider right here. And where it says arrows, you can check it off and press save. Then we can refresh our website, and we can see that there are no arrows now. Obviously, we can add more slides and enable the arrows by just clicking add slides if that's what you want. Alright, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to complete the home page. So we have this really cool image up here with text on it. We did that. And next we're going to put a headline up here, so just some big text. And we're going to keep these three cool icons with text under, and we're going to link them to our different pages. And then we're going to put more text right here and a video right here. So maybe if you create a video, you can upload it to YouTube and put it in your website. Alright, so let's get to it. What we do is we go to Appearance, then Homepage, and we install a page builder. Now what this page builder does is it allows you to make really cool layouts like this. Before it was hard and you had to know HTML code or CSS code in order to make the page look like this, but with Page Builder it allows you to do it all visually. So we could just install Page Builder. Alright, and it's downloading, and now we just activate it. Alright, so now it is one of our plugins. So our Page Builder is one of our plugins now. Alright, now we can go back to Appearance and Homepage. And we see our homepage. So we have the big image right here that says revolutionary, then the three circle icons. So revolutionary, three circle icons, 1, 2, 3, and it has this headline here and the latest post here if you have a blog or something, but we don't, so we need to edit this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete all of it. So I just click this little minus button here, and it will just delete them, and we can start from scratch. Alright, once we do that, we can save homepage, and we can refresh our page to make sure that nothing's on it. So yeah, nothing on it. Alright, now let's start building it. To build it, let's press Add Widget, or if there's nothing right here, let me delete this one, we can actually add a row. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a big headline, so we're only going to have one column. So add, so that adds one column. And then we're going to add a widget, and this widget is going to be a headline. So we can go ahead and find the Vantage headline. And my headline is going to be, "You are the hero in this story." We're not going to have a subheadline, so I'm just going to put done. Alright, if we save homepage, we can see what that did. And it doesn't look like we've done anything because we don't have the homepage set to on. So what we need to do is put custom homepage, click it on, and then press save homepage. Once we do that, we can click refresh, and we can see the big headline that we put, "You are the hero in the story." Alright, so let's continue. Let's add the 3 boxes now, 1, 2, and 3. And that's pretty easy. All we have to do is click on Add Rows, and instead of 2 columns, let's put 3. And it adds 1, 2, and 3. So let's click on the first one, and let's press Add Widget. Now this widget is going to be a circle icon widget. And the first thing that we're going to say is we care about nature. And I'm just going to paste in some text here. Obviously you can write whatever you want. Nature is our best friend, yada yada yada. And for the icon we're going to choose maybe something that has to do with nature, maybe a cloud icon. All right, for the icon background color, we're going to go over that later. And for the icon position, we're going to keep it at top, and icon size will be small. For our more text, it's going to be a link somewhere. So we're just going to put view our work, because this will link to our /photo-gallery page. So we can put that in there and it will link to our photo gallery page. So let me show you how that works. If we go to our photo gallery right here, we can see that the URL is ourwebsite.com/photo-gallery. So we can take that /photo-gallery and we could put it in right here, photo-gallery, and then when you click on view our work, it will go to the photo gallery page. All right, so let's get done with that. Let's add another one by clicking on this center row and pressing add widget. And let's do a circle icon again. So the first one says we care about nature, and the next one says and your wallet. And again, I'm just going to paste some text in here. And for our icon, I think your wallet. And for your icon, I think I want to put something that has to do with money. So I'm going to put a $. If I can find one, $, there it goes. We're going to leave this one blank for now. And for our more text, we're going to say about our company, and we're going to do /about-our-company. And again, we got that from this link right here, about our company. So /about-our-company. We don't need this last / right here, because the website will work fine without it. All right, and we can press done. And the next one, we're just going to click on it and press add once again. And we're going to do the same thing, add a circle icon. And we're going to say plus your time. So we care about nature and your wallet plus your time. And we're just going to paste some stuff in there again. And for our icon, we're going to do something that has to do with time. So hopefully there's a time icon. Time, there it goes. And for our more text, we're going to put see our services. And for our URL, we're going to do c-our, oh no, that's just going to be services. And that's because, again, this URL is just /services. Okay. I'm going to press done, and we're going to press save homepage. And we're going to go back to our homepage by either clicking here or here. And we're going to see our 3 boxes. That looks pretty cool. So we care about nature and your wallet plus your time. And we're going to click on the buttons. So if we click on view our work, it's going to go to the photo gallery, about our company, it'll go there, and plus your time to see our services, it'll go to the services page. So everything is working pretty good. Now let's add in some more text right here and a video right here. So let's add another row, and let's add 2 columns this time. And so for the first one, we're just going to add a widget. And this is going to be regular text. So text or HTML. So we're just going to click text. And it's going to say, "We are one." And we're going to, again, just paste in some text here. And press done. All right, so what's going to be under that text is going to be a button. So it's going to be a button to our services page, or maybe our photo gallery, or whatever we want. So to do that, let's click on the first box again, and let's add another widget. This time we're going to put in a button. And it's going to say, "See what we do." The button is going to be in the center, and simple white is fine. The destination URL is going to be /photo gallery. So that's going to link us to the photo gallery page, and we're going to press done. All right, we can save homepage and always check our work before we go too far into it. Press refresh. And we can see that that looks pretty good, but it's not in the center. I thought we put it in the center, but it's not there. So let's go back and see what we did wrong. Press edit. And for some reason, maybe I messed up. I put it in the right. I want it in the center. Done. Save homepage. Refresh. There it is, right in the center, and we can click on, and it goes to the photo gallery page. All right, the next thing that we want to do is we want to put a video in right here. So this can obviously be your company video or any video you want, or obviously it could be something else. So we can click right here and we just click add widget again. And we can search for the video widget. So embedded video. All right, now it's asking us for the video URL. So we can just go to youtube.com, and there's a video called The Mountain. That's pretty cool. And I can click on it. And obviously, we don't need to watch it right now, but we can press share and then embed if we want. But that's actually not the right way to put it. That's the way you usually put this into your website. But what we can do here, because this is a widget, we can just copy this URL up here and paste it in, and then it automatically embeds it for you. Press done and press save homepage. All right, now what we want to do is we want to check our work again. So click this, and we can see that it looks really, really cool. And we have our video in here. All right, but I think I want to add maybe just a little bit of a line separating this, because it looks a little crammed and a little cluttered. So what we can do to do that is we can go back here and we can click on visual style right here, and we can say top border color. So we can just click on it and we can make it really light, like there, and press done and press save homepage. So what that did was it's going to add us a little divider line and give us a little space. So that looks much better and easier on your eyes because we have a divider line right here that's very light, and that kind of captures in this right here. And now we have this line and this bottom that kind of captures in this. And now we have our complete homepage and a really cool video on it. All right, so now we can close this right here. And the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to edit the photo gallery page. So to do that, we can go back to our dashboard and click on Pages and click Photo Gallery. And what we want to do on this photo gallery page is first we want to get rid of this area. This is called the sidebar right here, and make it full width. And then we want to add in all of our photos. So let's go ahead and do that. To make the template full width, under template, it says default template, but we're going to do full width page and press update. And what that's going to do is that's going to get rid of the sidebar right here. So we click refresh and no more sidebar. All right, so now let's add in our images. So to do that, we simply press add media and upload files. And then select files. And I already have some images prepared, but I got all of these images on Unsplash, and I resized them all in PicMonkey, but you can also resize them in WordPress. All right, so I'm going to click on the first one, and then I'm going to hold Shift and click on the last one, and that's going to select everything. I'm going to press Open, and it's going to upload all of my images to the computer or to my website, which is the same thing. All right, once it's done with that, we want to create gallery. So we're creating a gallery with all of these images, and it's going to say create a new gallery right here. So just click on that. And now it's going to give us some options for some text if we want to put some captions in the text. And I can do that if I want to. I can put a nice boat. Maybe my workspace. And thinking in a forest. All right, whatever you want. I'm going to change the columns to 4 instead of 3, and it's going to link to the media file. So what this is saying is that it's going to link to the image file instead of the attachment page. So I'm going to insert gallery. All right, and then I'm going to press update and see what that looks like. Click refresh. And we can see that we have a nice photo gallery now. I purposely did 12 images so it fits perfectly square. Now if we click on these images, it's going to take us to our the link to the media. And it's just going to be a big picture, but it's going to take us off of our website, and that's not really what we want. So I think it would be really cool if we clicked on the image and it popped up right here, and we can scroll through all of the images at once. So it would be like a really cool slideshow. So let's try to get that work. And in order to get that to work, we need a new plugin. So again, a plugin extends the functionality of WordPress. So what we can do is we can go back to our dashboard and we can click on plugins and click add new. Now this plugin is called Lightbox, Lightbox. Press enter. And the one that we want is called Lightbox plus Colorbox. We can say go to details and we can see that it's been downloaded 1,000,000 times, has 4 out of 5 stars. And then we can see the screenshots or other information and click install now. So now we're adding in different features into WordPress. And we can press activate plugin. And we can, if we go hover over appearance, we can go to a Lightbox plus Colorbox, and we can see all of the settings that we need. But let's just see if it works the way we want it to work right out of the box. So now let's just click refresh. And hopefully when we click on it, it'll pop up into a really nice light box. So if we click, there we have it. And we can use our arrow keys to scroll through each of the images. Or we can click on it to scroll through each of the images. And it looks really, really cool. And it doesn't take us off of our homepage. To exit out, you either press close or you can click off of it. And there you have it. A beautiful looking photo gallery. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on our services page. So we can click on services and we can see that it is not full width like we want it. Again, we have this sidebar. And so we're going to change that, and then we're going to add in different little boxes here that tell us all of our services. So let's go back to our dashboard and go to pages and services. So this is our regular visual page builder that we could just type in. It's much better than having to learn code and stuff, but it's not that great for making rows and columns, and for that we want to use the page builder. So click on the page builder tab. That's the plugin we downloaded for the home page. And we have again those cool rows and columns. What we're going to do is we're going to delete this one right here. And we're going to add a row, and it's going to be 2 columns, and we're going to add because we're going to have services on this side and services on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the first row, and we're going to add a widget. And then again, we're going to add the circle icon. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the icon position to the left, because we want the icon to the left and the text to the right. And then the icon size, we're going to make it into a medium. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to press done and save that there. Because then, since all the settings are the same, we can just duplicate this. So we're going to duplicate it 6 times. 5, one more, 6. And then we're going to put half of them to the right. All right, now we can begin to edit them. So we can press edit. And the first title is going to say responsive web design. And the text, I'm just going to paste in some text here. In the icon, I think we'll just do code, because it's code. All right, and for this and this right here, we're going to leave blank. And the more text, we're going to leave blank, and the more URL, we're going to leave blank too. So just press done. All right, now let's do the rest of these. So let's go over here and press edit. And this one's going to say here to help. And we're just going to type in some text, and maybe this will be something like a heart icon. Heart. And we're going to leave all this blank. The icon position is already left in medium, so that's good. We're going to press done. And let's press update and let's check our work, see what we've done so far, see if it's good. So we'll just click refresh. And we can see that we didn't make the page full width. So let's go do that now. So under template, go to full width page and press update. After you do that, click refresh. And as we can see, the page is looking pretty cool. It's a little bunched up right here because we haven't added these icons yet, but it's looking pretty awesome. What if we want these rounded circle icons to be a different color? How would we go about doing that? And that's what I'm going to show you next. So we could just go back into our dashboard and we can click edit. And for this title, I'm going to put WordPress is the best. And I'm just going to type in some text right there. And for our icon, I'm going to do the exclamation mark. So if we can find it, exclamation. All right, and then the icon background color. Let's say we want the color to be green right here instead of this dark gray. So what do? It's asking us for a hex color, but what the hex does that mean? Well, we can go to Google and type in hex color. And the first result is W3 schools. And we can click on it. And once we choose a color, it gives us a number sign and a value. So we can see that this is a green. So this code right here means that it's green, and all we have to do is paste that into here to get a green icon. So that's what hex color is. Hex color is just a bunch of numbers and letters that represent a color. So I have a color already, and it is this color. So I can submit it, and we can see that it's that color, green. So that's pretty cool. So let's just, you can choose any color you want, obviously, and paste it in here. All right, so you get the pound sign, or as the kids say nowadays, hashtag, and you press done and press update. And we can take a look at our website if we click refresh. All right, so now we have these all as gray, but this one really pops out being green. Maybe the ones that you want to pop out the most will be the ones in different colors. Or maybe they could all be different colors if that's the type of website you're making. All right, so let's continue on. Let's go a little bit faster because we know how to do this. So I'm gonna say HostGator is pretty sweet too. And for the text, I'm just gonna, again, paste some stuff in there. And for the icon, maybe we'll do something like a star, if we can find it. Star, 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 star. Star, there it is. All right, and we're gonna do the same hex color. And again, you can pick your hex color here, copy it, paste it right there. But we don't need that anymore, so we'll exit out that. And we'll press done. All right, then we just have 2 more left. And these are just gonna be the regular colors, so we're gonna leave this blank. I'm gonna say learn for free, because all of my tutorials are free. And type in some text right there. The icon will be a play button because we're on YouTube. And I don't see it. There it is, play. Okay, press done, and we have one more left. We'll say simple and the best. And we'll type some text in there, and we'll put like a little magic wand thingy. So I chose the magic icon. All right, and press done and update. All right, so now we've done that. We could dismiss this page builder thing, and we can refresh. And that looks really, really, really good. But I think it looks a little too crammed for me. So I want a little more space here and a little more space here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a widget. Sorry. I'm just gonna add a row, and I'm just gonna put one column above, and I'm gonna add another row, and I'm just gonna do one column again, and then I'm just gonna drag this to the top and drag it to the bottom. This is gonna give us space. And I'm gonna press update. And we're gonna be able to see, if I click refresh, that there's a little more space on the top and bottom. And it just gives it a really clean and polished look. And this page is looking pretty darn good. The next thing that we're gonna do is finish our About Our Company page. So just go ahead and click on it, and we can see that we have nothing here and the sidebar here. I wanna put some information here and an image and maybe a Facebook like box right here. All right, so let's get to it. First, we go back to our pages, and we click About Our Company. Next, I'm just gonna paste in some text. Obviously, you can write in text. And this time, we're not gonna use the page builder. We're just gonna use the visual, what you see is what you get editor. And that's what this is called. All right, so I'm just gonna type in some text. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to highlight this where it says contact form, and I'm gonna make it a link. And that's gonna be linked to existing content, and that's gonna be linked to the contact page. And press add link. All right, so now we have a link, and when someone clicks on that, it's gonna go to the contact form. The next thing I wanna do is I wanna add in some pictures here. And you can do that by pressing add media and just adding them normally. And click upload files or add any of these. I'm gonna upload a file, but I'm actually gonna make a new file, and it's gonna be a really cool collage. So again, I'm gonna go back to PicMonkey, PICMONKEY.com. And I'm gonna click on collage and from my computer. All right, so I already have some collage images set up. So again, I'm just gonna click the first one and hold shift and click the last one and press open. All right, so now my photos have uploaded. And I'm just gonna click on the layouts tab and click on cards. And let's see, this one looks pretty cool. All right, so that's the layout that we're choosing. And now I'm gonna go back to my images and just add some in. So I'm gonna put this one here, move it around, just click, hold, and drag. Maybe I'll put this one here. Maybe I'll put a picture of my dog there. And so on. All right, you can also click on edit and zoom it up if you want and move it around a little bit. All right, so there you have it. We're also going to resize this image because this right here, this width is approximately 770 pixels wide. So that's how big we're going to make the image. So down here, we're just going to put 770 and press enter, and it's going to resize it all for us. All right, then we're going to click save. And for this one, we're going to pick the highest quality because I can tell the difference a little bit. So Sean is the highest quality, Pierce is the middle, Roger is the lowest. And I'm going to put about our company. All right, then I'm going to press save to computer. And I'm just going to save it on our desktop and make it easy. All right, I'm all done with that, so I'm going to exit it out. Now I'm going to go back to edit my page, select the files, and select about our company. So for the size, I'm going to put full size, 770, and links to, so that's when you click on it, I'm going to say it doesn't do anything. So it's not linked to anything. Then I'm going to insert into page. All right, so we have our image here now, and I'm going to press update. Now we can go ahead and look at our page. So that is looking pretty good. I really like that. All right, the next thing that I want to do is I want to get a widget here that has Facebook in it, that has a Facebook like box in it with all of my people who subscribe to me. So a little social proof. And it'll say people who love us, and a bunch of faces will be under there. So the way to control this right here, the sidebar, is to go into appearance and widgets. And now we have all the things in our sidebar. So as you can see, we have the search, the recent post if you have a blog on your website, recent comments, archives, categories, and meta. Search, recent post, recent comments, archives, categories, and meta. We don't want any of this, so we're just going to click, hold, and drag it, and then let it go. And once we do that, we can refresh our page, and we can see that nothing is here in this sidebar. But we do want something there. We want our Facebook like box. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy a regular text or HTML. So I'm going to click and drag near the top, and it's going to scroll up. And I'm just going to put that in the sidebar. And I'm going to title it People Who Love Us. And we can save it. And we can refresh it. And we can see we have a People Who Love Us heading, but nothing below. So let's add in that Facebook like box. So what we do is we type into Google Facebook like box. And the first result should be the like box for Facebook developers. So we can click on that. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change it to your Facebook URL. Now this only works for business URLs. So if you have a regular Facebook page, it's not going to work. So you have to sign up for a business Facebook page. So I'm just going to add in mine. And I'm going to put the height as 500 pixels. And the width, it doesn't really matter because we're going to press get code. And we're going to click on, instead of HTML5, iframe, because that's what works in our widget. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to copy it all. So highlight it and press copy. Go back to your widgets and press paste. And I said that the height didn't matter anyways because it resizes it anyways for you, and you just have to do it again. So what you have to do is you have to find height equals 290 and just change that to 500. And then it says it again a little below. Height 290, just change it to 500. So that's 500 pixels tall, which is about this big. All right, and make sure it says your name on there, your business name, and press save. Once you do that, you can refresh your page, and you can see you have a gorgeous like box, and it looks really, really great. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to finish up our contact page. So we can close this like box, and we can click on the link for our contact form to get to the contact page. Now what I want to do here is I want to make this full width. We want to put contact right here, office hours, location. We want to put a contact form and a map. So first things first, let's get rid of this like box right here and make this a full width template. So we'll go to Pages, and we'll go to Contact. And under Template, we'll do Full Width Page. And we'll press Update. Now, if we click Refresh, we can see that we still have Contact right here. But I'm actually going to put a contact text right here. So it's going to say contact and it's going to say contact again. So to get rid of this contact, what we want to do is we want to not only do a full width page, but full width page with no title. And press update. Go to our site and press refresh. And there we have it, a blank canvas for our contact page. For this, we want to have our layout a little complex. So we want it to have 3 different rows. So I'm going to use the page builder instead of the visual, because with visual you can't easily put 3 different rows. But with page builder you can. So I'm going to go ahead and click on page builder. And I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to add some rows and do 3 different columns. And press add. All right, now I want to add in a text that says contact. So the first thing I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to add a widget. But as we can see, we can only add the arbitrary text or HTML. So when we click on it, it's going to ask us for our title, and I could put contact, and I could put some things in here, and press done, and press update, and then click refresh, and that will look okay. It'll look pretty good, but as you can see, it formatted it a little weird. I wanted one thing on top of the other, and I want this contact bigger. So right now it doesn't have, in these widgets, it doesn't have the ability to have a visual editor. It just has regular text or HTML. So in order to add that visual editor, I need to download a plugin. And that plugin is called Black Studio MCE. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to add a plugin so we get a visual editor with these widgets. So if we go to plugins, and add new. And search for Black Studio, BLACKSTUDIO, and press search plugins. It should be the first one, and just click install now. Press OK, and press activate plugin. Now that our plugin is activated, we could go back to our pages, go back to the contact page, and we can delete this. Now we can click on the first column and press add widget. And now if we scroll down and find visual editor, so now we have an additional box that gives us a visual editor for our widgets. So we can just click on this, and now the visual editor opens. So now we can do a lot better things. So here I'm going to put contact, and I'm going to put my phone number, not my phone number really, but and when I go to the next line, instead of just pressing enter or return, I'm going to hold shift. And that's going to make it go not a huge line. So if I just press enter, it's going to make a huge space in between my phone and email. But if I hold shift and press enter, it's not going to make a huge space. It's going to go right under, which is what I want. So email, I'm going to put more@gmail.com. And for the contact, I'm just gonna make that into, if we click on right here, we can make that into an H1 or a heading 1. So the biggest heading, we just highlight it and click on it. Then I'm gonna center everything, align to center. And this is why I needed the visual editor to do all these really cool things much easier. Then I'm going to press done, and I'm going to duplicate this and drag it to the center, and duplicate it again and drag it to the right, and then edit it. So here I'm going to put office hours. I'm going to put weekdays and weekends. And I'm going to press done. Then I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to put in our location. And I'm going to change this to location, and I'm going to press done. All right, once we've done that, we can press update. And as always, we want to check our work. And all right, that's looking pretty amazing. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to add in a contact form and a map. So to do that, we will just add in a row with 2 columns. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drag this middle column so that it's about 36%, 36.7%, because our contact form is going to go here, it's going to be smaller, and our map is going to go here, it's going to be a little bigger. All right, but because we don't have a contact form doesn't come with WordPress by default. What we're going to do is we are going to add in a contact form. So we need to get a contact form. So we can do that by, you guessed it, getting a plugin. So right now I'm just going to update this right now. And I'm going to go to plugins, and I'm going to press add new. So this contact form is called Contact Form 7. It's a very popular contact form. It's probably under featured or popular, but we can just search for it right here and press search plugins. All right, it's the first one that shows up. You can press install now. And it asks us if we're sure, and we are, so we're just going to press OK. And then we're going to activate plugin. All right, once we've activated the plugin, we can go to contact right here to see our contact form. And we have a new contact form. And we can edit it, and we can add more form fields or different things. You can upload, have an upload field that you use. But let's go back and let's just copy this code right here. Press copy. And we're going to go back to pages. Go to our contact page. And we're going to click on it. And we're going to add a widget. And again, we're going to add from the visual editor. This is going to be called Contact Us. And we're just going to paste in that contact code and press done and press update. All right, and now we can, of course, view our changes. All right, so that's looking pretty good besides some spacing issues. So let's go ahead and address those issues now. Let's add another row with one column, press add, drag it in between, and press update. Click refresh, and that looks a little better. It gives us a little more space. We can also add in a divider line right here so it separates the two areas. So let's go ahead and do that. We can click on this first one right here and press visual style. And for the border bottom, we can click on it and make it a really light color. Maybe there, and press done and press update. And now we can go ahead and check our work. And there we go. We have a really cool light line that really separates the contact office hours location from the contact form and soon to be map. So let's go ahead and add in a map. We can click on this area right here and click on add widget. And this is just going to be text or HTML. So click on that. And this is going to say visit us. But now we need to add in a map right here. To do that, we just go to maps.google.com and type in our location. I'm just going to type in Manhattan Beach. All right, then maybe you can zoom up and click on Bruce's Beach. All right, then position our map where we want it and press this little gear icon right here. And press share and embed map. So we're going to click embed map and we're going to do a custom size. And the width can be about, let's say 600 or 700. And the height needs to be 435. All right, then we can grab this code right here and press copy. Go back to our widget and paste it. and press done. Now we can press update and check our work by clicking refresh. So there we have it. Now we have a beautiful map and a contact form. And of course, if you fill out your name and email and subject in your message, it will email to your email address. To change the email address, you simply click on contact and click on the contact form 1. And you can change who your email goes to. But it automatically sets it to the correct email address. All right, now that we're done with that, we have completed all of our pages and they are looking pretty darn good. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to organize our menu. So as we can see, if we go to our home page, we have home, about, contact, photo gallery, and services. I always usually like to have contact last. I think that's where people expect it. And maybe services second or third, and photo gallery fourth. So basically, let's just rearrange this menu. So to do that, we go to Appearance, then Menus. And down below, right here, we can just click, hold, and drag. So I want this to be contact to be last, and I want, well, there's 2 homes, so let's get rid of one of them. Let's just remove this one. So you just click on this right here and press remove. And then I think about our company second, photo gallery fourth, services third, and contact fifth. All right, then press create menu. And now we need to set the menu to our primary menu. All right, and we can have it automatically add new pages if we want, but we're gonna check that off because we want full control. All right, then we press save menu and we refresh, and we see that it changed the order of our menu, which is pretty darn cool. Another cool thing that you can do is you can take this services and you can drag it to the right and indent it. Then press save menu, and that will make a sub navigation. You hover over it and services goes under it. So that's pretty cool if you have a lot of pages. You can have different, photo galleries. You hover over photo gallery and you have our work, testimonials, etc. All right, but since we're not doing that, we could just drag it back and press save menu. The next thing that we're gonna do is put a really awesome looking logo into our website. To do that, go to Appearance and then Theme Settings. Then click Logo. Now it's asking us to upload a logo, but we haven't made a logo yet. So we're gonna head over to Logo Maker. That's LOGOMAKR. So it's not ER, it's just MAKR.com. Once we get here, it's going to say click here to choose a logo, but we actually are going to, we can do that, and we can choose any different logo from here. But actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to another website, and I'm going to just drag in a logo. So we're going to go to the Noun Project, the NOUN project.com. And I'm going to search for hummingbird. Hummingbird. All right, and I'm going to find the hummingbird that I want, and I'm already logged in, but you can just log in with Facebook or just sign up. It's for free, of course. So I'm just going to click on this hummingbird, and I'm going to press download. and then I'm going to download it, and I'm just going to drag that to my desktop. Alright, so I dragged it to my desktop, and now I'm just going to unzip it. So to do that, obviously, all you have to do is double click, and it makes this new folder right here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that page back up. And now, so this is the folder that has the icon in it. So I'm going to go back to my logo maker, and I'm going to take the SVG, and I'm going to click, hold, and I'm going to drag it into logo maker. And there you go. And we want to drag in the SVG because the SVG is based on math, and you can expand this logo as big as you want without losing any quality. So it's really cool. Alright, so I'm going to put that about right here. And I'm going to add in text by clicking on this add text. And I'm going to type in Vantage, which is the name of the theme. But that text doesn't really go with what we're trying to do. So I'm going to click on the text, and I'm going to open up this font panel. And for the category, I think I want something, I think I want something simple and modern. And if we go down, we can scroll through them, the ones we like. That one looks pretty good. Comforta is the one I'm using. And we can increase this, drag it around, decrease this, get it exactly how we want it. Alright, that looks pretty good, but let's change the text. So let's make this into a light gray. And maybe we'll make this into the same green that we used before. I think it's about that one. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We can rotate this guy a little bit if we need to. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then we can just click save. Alright, so it's going to save our logo. I'm just going to put it on our desktop. And now what we can do is we can choose your image. Upload files, select files, and select drawing 63 or whatever. I'll just say drawing maybe. Press open and set logo. Then we can press Save Settings. Alright, once we do that, it's going to look really messed up because it is a huge, huge logo. So that looks a little crazy. Not too crazy, it looks okay, but it doesn't look great, and we want your website to look great. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Appearance, Theme Settings, and then we're going to go to Layout. And instead of default masthead, we're going to put Logo in Menu. And we're going to press Save Settings. Alright, now we're going to look at our website. And the logo is in the menu. And that looks much, much, much better. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add social media icons to the bottom right here. Alright, and by default, WordPress doesn't come with social media icons, so we can just download a plugin for that. To do that, we go to Plugins, Add New, and this one's called Social Media Widget, and press Search. And this first one right here, Social Media Widget by Blink Web Effects, is the one that we want. So we're just going to click Install Now. And we're going to press OK. Now it's going to install our plugin and give us social media widgets. So we'll just press Activate Plugin. All right, once we do that, we can go to Appearance and Widgets. And under Footer, we are going to drag that social media widget. So we scroll down and we find it right here, social media widget. Drag it up and put it in the footer. All right, we're not going to put any title. We're going to keep it as default. And we're going to align the icon in the center. And we're going to open it in a new tab so that they're not navigating away from your website. So I'm just going to add in some of my social media networks. So I'm going to put in Facebook and Google Plus and Twitter. I don't have a MySpace. I'm going to put in some LinkedIn. And I do have also YouTube, as you guys know. So I'm going to put in YouTube. All right, so I think that's all the social media I have. So I'm going to press Save. And now I'm going to go view my website. And there we have it, a really cool social media widget. And we can click on it, and it goes right to our channel or social media. So that is really, really, really cool. All right, the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the site description and the site title. Right now it says My Website, Just Another WordPress Website. But this is no longer just another WordPress website. This is a revolutionary website. So what we can do is we can go back into the dashboard and scroll down until you see Settings and hit General. Now it says Site Title and Tagline. So Site Title, I'm just going to put Vantage, but it could be whatever you want. It could be your business name. That's what probably would go there. And your tagline will be something to explain what the site is about. I'm going to put a business website, if I can spell it. There we go. And then I'm going to click Save Changes. And we're going to click Refresh. And now if we roll over our site title, it says Vantage, a business website. Now we can close all of our other windows and log out because we are done with our website. And now we can view it how visitors would view it by just going to ourwebsite.com and looking at it. So let's see the progress that we've made so far. We've gotten hosting and domain name, we've installed WordPress, we've installed the theme, and now we've created the website. So congratulations on making a really great website. I'm Tyler Moore. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and thanks so much.